Wait. This part. Just dial that down because I'm concerned maybe that's the thing that was causing the echo with the audio. Also going to grab this little beauty just in the event that I need to utilize something a little cooler than the current standing base. Alright. Let me pop over to the game itself properly. Beautiful chunk of obsidian. Well, not obsidian. Labradorite. A huge fan of Labradorite. But anyways, hello everybody, and welcome back to Tilted Tilter channel. Sorry about all that pre-show setup. Well, who knows, maybe you find it funny. But anyways, welcome back to the Tilted Tilter channel, like I said before, and welcome back to Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI, where ghosts can rather be scary. But, they always got a good story to tell. If I earn your support in the form of a subscribe, hopefully you'll hit that subscribe button. If I earn your like, hopefully you'll hit the like button. But totally up to you. No pressure. Does help though. Alright, without any further ado, let's do this. Just, sorry if I seem a little bit wacky this evening. I'm not used to doing the first live stream quite this late. Usually this would be about the point I'd be halfway through, so it's a little weird. It's a little weird for me. That's fine. I'm still gonna roll with it. Getting a good feel for this laptop in particular, and just how long I can do a live stream, so I think I've got about a couple hours before it really starts getting upset with me. In that time, it'd be nice to go over Tammy Wentz's concerns with the not that one, sinister disembodied voice. What I'm trying to find is the garage ghost. Where's he at? Violent choking sound vanished. Both those on there? Good. I want to know more about this gentleman while I'm in the area. And maybe cover some ground that might have been a little bit left ambiguous in the last video. Clarify something on that. Let's see. Disembodied voice. Not gonna do the imaginary friend thing. Evergreen Lane. That's Connor, yes. Connor. No, that's a little girl. Carter had a temper. That will work. Of course, again, he had a temper because of the alcoholism, and he had the alcoholism. It's all a bad chain reaction. But I'll get into his story here in just a moment. That's kind of what I was getting at with the prior video. It's kind of a sad, well-told story, really, about how one bad thing can lead to another bad thing, can lead to another bad thing, in my opinion. As always, I'll let Conrad do the talking once we get there.
It seems like the Wentz family isn't worried about their safety. Although it does seem like they're pretty startled when experiencing something they think is paranormal. I'm sure I'll be able to find enough evidence to support their claims and put their minds at ease.
Short, sweet, and simple. Thank you. I will handle our yelling friend here in a moment. But for right now, I figure I'm going to go into here. Because with the artifact, you might have noticed, oh yeah, that's right, I didn't keep that one because, again, I was getting so tired that even my voice was starting to sound off, so that's kind of the other reason why I deleted the last video, was things were getting weird, my voice was getting a little bit wacky. There's the artifact. So, rookie mistake, but it's fine. I will eventually get better at not doing that. I learned something, I think. Today I learned something, or so I'd like to believe. Just let me believe. Come on. It's a little touchy sometimes, but there it goes. I'm gonna get him. The beauty about having the artifact right there out in the open is before you actually help the ghost move on. I'm not going to do that to the private here, but thing is, right over the artifact is going to be a really high EMF, so you can knock this one out immediately once you have an artifact in the map. From
These
the ghost
lights
that you
are
haven't helped
acting
on.
funny. I should
Maybe I've
continue
explained that,
investigating.
maybe I haven't. I just wanted to make sure that I did. But yeah.
The EMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal.
Okay, there's the door. Kinda hard to leave when you can't find the door. But that's not a Maserati. And it certainly doesn't look like it's going to be able to do 185. Repurposed ice cream truck, perhaps? Reminds me of that Smashing Pumpkins song for some reason now. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to be holding it to set it down, right? Like that. Thank you. Now, definitely want to make sure that I've finished up any final information on Private Connor so that that's a fully completed story. Go for the door that's closer. I don't know why I keep instinctively going for that door other than habit. But, yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes I kind of sound like that one Skyrim guard from that one thing that I keep watching on YouTube. Can't remember for the life of me. If I ever remember the name, I'll give them a shout out because they do an incredible job of taking Skyrim characters and just doing some whimsical, funny stuff with them. Mostly the Skyrim guards and the Dragonborn. It's hilarious. I don't think I got that. I got that.
I'll keep that as audio evidence.
Yeah, I know that bar's filled up there, but sometimes you can help a ghost move on and then realize you didn't get all their audio logs, so that's one of the things I mean by trying to complete the research on this guy first. But also, this will give me the oh, there I go, being a little too quick again. I just slowed things down. There. It's gonna move, right? It's moving this way? Yeah, it's going this way.
These temp readings are unusual.
Kinda like a White Stripes music video. You know, when it comes to recording this guy, sometimes I ask myself this very same question. Why me? Why did it have to disappear there? That was mean. I'm sorry. Dude's going through a lot. Shouldn't make light of that. Shouldn't make light of any of their plight, really. Except for maybe that one politician guy, he sucks. We got the lighthouse.
Something is going on here.
And,
These temperature readings are definitely paranormal.
you know, other than empathy, the other reason why I'm really going to be glad to help this guy move on is he is not going to cause that strobing effect anymore. I'm going to miss our back and forths, though. I do feel like I'm going to miss the back and forths. That was sort of entertaining me for a little bit. Okay.
How many people are here other than me?
I don't really feel like this.
How many people are here other than me?
I don't really feel like there's much left
Is
that
this
I
your
haven't
home?
gathered that he could respond to, but just want to tick off those boxes before I
Is
help
this
him.
your home? Wow, that sounded like a response. That is very interesting.
Like I said. And thank you for helping me. Actually, I don't think I've ever gathered that bit of information.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
About the only thing I don't feel like I've gathered so far now is the photo. I mean, it's sort of funny, but at the same time, it's only funny because it's the back and forth of it. It almost feels like slapstick. Or like a scene from Men in Black or something. Congratulations, you got a Slimer. Oh wait, no, that's Ghostbusters meets Men in Black. Alright, yeah, so photos, the only thing I don't have on here yet. Gotcha. Maybe I'll return to that. He's really playful with the light switch this evening. We'll get back to you. Get back to this. But now, getting back to this gentleman in here. And a chain reaction of very unfortunate events. So what happened here? Well, our shadowy friend down here in the basement, who is most likely at some point gonna be looking me directly in the face and yelling at me, because he loves to do that. He is called the Screamer, after all, not the polite talker. That'd be kind of awkward, though, if it was, you know, he just walks up to you with a top hat and maybe a tweed mustache. Hello, good sir, how are you doing today? Almost feel like it used to be antsy, but it's a little jerky in the motion. I might need to look at frame rate and figure that out. It almost looked like a speech bubble there when I looked over. Wait, what? I got a speech bubble now? How did I do that? But alright. So, this guy and his alcoholism. Which obviously would be a strong why a person is, yeah, if you just cut that out, you're less aggressive. But his daughter ended up getting tuberculosis, which is the little girl that's right up the stairs, right, hang on, right over here. The little girl likes to walk up and down this hallway from this room down and into this room here, and sometimes likes to go down even further and into here. Her thing is, poor child died young of tuberculosis. And while she was alive and suffering with tuberculosis, the guy that you'll encounter right down here, awkwardly dormant, probably just trying to get a good jump at me or something. Yeah, like that.
Wow. I took a photo of a ghost.
His story, and the reason why
That's
he's yelling "help me"
extraordinary audio evidence.
isn't really so much because of him, it's because of his little girl. You see, while she was suffering tuberculosis at the period in time she was suffering it, I guess, they didn't know much about it. And so there wasn't really much could be done about it, and the guy felt invisible and was just panicking up a storm, trying to figure out something, to do about it. Finding somebody that could help, in other words. Felt invisible, led him to alcoholism. Alcoholism led him to, well, just being aggressive, so, yeah. Rule of thumb, don't drink to cover up emotion. Not good. Not good. Relaxed drink, yeah, I don't have anything I can say bad about that. I'll enjoy a good tropical drink myself from time to time. Rare occasions, but time to time. When I'm on vacation. And then very few, and mostly because collector's mugs. I could show those, I think. I don't know. I don't because I'm a little concerned about copyrights. But, yeah. So I decided maybe I'd speed things along a bit this time, and I brought along my handy-dandy notebook here for this expedition. Let's see here. Private Connor. What I'm looking for specifically is the screaming ghost, though, personally. Skipping child. I would like to help that one out as well before the end of the month if possible, but definitely want to finish what I set out to do. Oh, that's not it. Let's see here. Just in the kitchen. Shadowy Screamer, here we are. Intelligent. Okay. So is intelligent. Maybe responds.
Why are you here?
I don't think he responds.
Why are you here?
But he is intelligent. Except for the drinking habit. But, well, we all have our vices, we all have our troubles in life. The trick is getting past him. So, not gonna judge. Much more than I probably sounded like I did.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
Oh, hey. Good. Yes. Got the flask. So, that's good. It's not going to appear in this session, as you well know from the last video I did. But, here's the good part. All this information has been gathered. And that's about 50 of the points and score that I gathered up from the last thing. So, be able to close this. Be able to let them get their resting in peace for the night. Or at least for this journey. And that should be a 50. Otherwise, I screwed up on the audio and it's going to let me hear about it. Nope, got the audio. Cool. Alright, back to the office. You ever feel like you maybe got a loose hair in your nose or something? I got that feeling going on right now. It's bugging me. So if I seem like I'm doing that a lot, sorry, I'm not Not doing anything, but it's just a really, really irritating nose issue. Archives, inbox. I'm gonna have to go back. But that's not entirely bad. That gives me a chance to take care of some final business here. Skipping child. Residual imagery. Thought so.